At this point in time, I want to reacquaint you, if you will, with city government. We're going to focus on several departments. These departments were selected really because you have the ability to impact the future of these departments with your voice. The departments I'm not talking about are specifically left out for a reason. They're either fee supported, they are legally mandated, or they're otherwise necessary to the efficient operations of the city, and they're not included in the survey. For those, we've worked very hard to make sure that we have been efficient and as lean as possible, and that we're making sure that we've done our part internally as we ask you to help us do your part by letting your voice be heard relative to the services that we offer. So let's get acquainted again with city government. You know, the departments that we are going to be showing today, there's going to be a consistency in the information that is presented. And I want to talk to you just a minute about how we came to calculate, if you will, the information that is on the slides. When you note that each department has a cost per day, it's that cost that was determined based on the taxes paid of an average home of $140,500. That's the average taxable home value that I showed you just a moment ago in another chart in 2010. Therefore, 2 cents a day for the animal shelter, which will be the next department that we talk about, represents the daily cost paid by the average Rowlett taxpayer. It's not 2 cents on the tax roll, it's 2 cents in real dollars that you pay. Might be confusing, so I wanted to take just a moment to explain that, so as we go through the information, you understand what I mean by that. So the taxes are calculated on the 2010 average home valuation for the Rowlett taxpayers, and it's based in real dollars of the taxes that would be paid, not the taxes on the tax rate, but taxes paid. A little confusing, but hopefully it'll make sense in just a moment. The departments that we're going to discuss today include animal services, code enforcement, communications, our fire rescue and our emergency medical services, library services, parks and recreation, police, public works, and our Citizen Action Center. This was the chart I was talking about. As we go through this process and I reacquaint you to the departments, there will be a consistency in the information. And that is to show you what the function of the department is, educate you on what the budget is, and important facts, and the cost to you. You can see Animal Shelter provides animal control services and operates the animal shelter. Their annual budget is $397,000, and for that average taxable home value, it costs 2 cents a day, or $8.13 annually. When we talked about the distribution among services, this budget's included in the police department. It's included in that 20%. Let's talk a minute about some of the optional services that are provided by the animal services function. We collect animals on roadways and in neighborhoods. When there are stray animals, loose animals roaming the neighborhoods, you call the city and we come out and attempt to capture those. We also own and operate an animal shelter. You can see from the chart what the benefits of those optional services are, and you can see the impact of reducing or eliminating those services. And some of the impacts of it are we may not be able to be as aggressive in picking up dead animals, which becomes an attractive nuisance. If you ever see children walking along the side of the road, it may be of interest to them and expose them to disease. Loose, feral animals in the neighborhoods, we might not be able to be as responsive, leaving citizens and domestic animals open for potential bites. Our euthanasia rate could increase because we wouldn't be able to work as hard with animal adoptions if these services are impacted. This chart gives you some interesting statistics about the animal shelter. We work very hard in the community to adopt out as many animals as possible. We have 4 volunteer opportunities. We have 4 adoption events annually. We have a 59% live release rate when compared to the national average of 39%, more than 20% above national average. You can see the number of animals that we collected, the number of calls for service, and the number of dangerous animal calls and bite investigations that were conducted in animal services in 2010. You know, as a part of the journey for Rowlett, My Community, My Money, My Choice, whether in person or online, we're going to ask you a series of questions after we acquaint you with each department. Please complete the following questions, then proceed to the next section.